says me, the advocate for any government agency is the AG.
Aha.
So when any other organization, any other law firm is acting,
Yes.
they do it with the permission of the Attorney General.
Oh, very good.
Okay?
Yes.
So in other words, that panel, Maruno, okay?
Yes.
He's basically saying he wants to do it himself.
Oh, good.
Yeah? Video.
Awindi kabisa.
So him as your advocate
Yeah.
is a much better situation to be in than having those lawyers who are leaning towards Chebukati.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically that is a very positive development.
Yes.
So on a good, you should cooperate. But then when he comes, I'm going to try to reach him. But when he comes, I will raise this with him. You are raising that thing, Mara Chebukati acting outside the law.
Yes.
By making unilateral decisions.
Yes.
Now, what do you do apart from calling the plenary that you guys are asking for?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You cannot stand by as the law is being continues to be subverted by Chebukati.
Yes.
Postponing elections.
Yeah.
Going to issue gazette notices at will.
Yeah.
And before even some of the issues that have been raised by the presidential campaign, the just concluded election, have been sorted out.
Yes.
So if we are going to do Mombasa and Kakamega with the same faulty architecture,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Then it means you are going to subvert the law knowingly.
Yes.
Okay? So I've talked with a few advocates and I'll get back to you what they say, but bring it up with it because unilateral action by Chebukati is illegal.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, you can cry, but you should look at the option of him being restrained by court. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if he's restrained by court, right, that is not too much of a prayer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you cannot be in the pleading choir.
Of course.
That, oh, please, Mr. Chairman, just come. We want to meet with you. No, it has to be enforced by law.
Woye.
Eh?
We cannot be a woye.
Hey, woye.
Yeah,
Hey, you understand?
Awindi.
Yeah. So bring that with him, but then I'm going to talk with the others.
Yes.
And also, get your team to talk with one voice. He said, this man is committing.
Yeah.
He's committing, he's subverting the law. He did it at Boma. He continues to do it right now. You've not been able to even have a plenary. So the organization is operating outside the IBC Act.
Yes.
Should that continue?
Not at all.
In the place of begging this guy whether to come for a meeting or not, I think it should be enforced by law.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So can you take that up? Because I think that would be a course of action.
Yes.
That we can, that is not injecting anybody. That is getting them to act within the law.
Yes.
And if you get that order, that would be big news.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Power.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Please pick my phone.
No, Coco can understand it, bro. I mean, I think what you need.
Yeah, you know what's happening, eh? We have the weekend.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything to say,
yeah,
what narrative are people going to have over the weekend? Do you understand what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm dealing with because my people say,
yeah,
remove this.
No problem.
And
What I'm requesting, remove anything on which you don't have consensus.
Okay.
Remove.
Okay.
Don't resist that.
Those are the things that we are working on.
Yeah. So, You see, if you don't, just put the very minimum, even if it's just 2 paragraphs.
Yes.
But the very minimum that you can agree on.
Yes.
Why? If you don't do anything, by the time people are going for the weekend, the narrative in the weekend, these guys will be clobbering you.
Down there. Oh, good. We're just leaving the house.
Yeah, so they're there with the drivers. Let me get your contact person. I think Opanga is a gentleman named Opanga will be there, but let me just get you the number of the contact person. The 4 vehicles are there with 16 people, 4 for each car.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Very good.
Are you okay?
Yes, we're okay. We are just going to the office now.
Okay. You are still in your room?
Oh,
Are you together so that I can talk on speakerphone?
Yeah, we are all together, but we are running to the office. But do we get in first?
Come again?
Do we get in first so that you talk with us?
Yes.
Because we are running to the office.
Yeah, that's okay. But you see, I just want everybody to hear what I have to report to you guys. And I hope you are.
He wants to give us I know. Yeah, but he wants to pass a message. Come.
Okay, guys. Okay, thank you.
Dennis, don't go. Sorry, Edwin. Don't go.
Hello?
Okay, this is Rafael.
Hello?
Yes, we are in the office. No, we are in the office.
Yeah, so you can put on speakerphone so I can explain to everyone?
Yes, it is on speakerphone.
Okay. Good morning, heroes and sheroes.
Good morning.
Okay. Now, your security vehicles are outside, downstairs. They'll escort each one of you. Each of you has got a security vehicle.
Okay.
With 4 security men.
Okay.
There are 3 plus a driver, but as I mentioned to you yesterday, if you have a preferred driver, then you bring your own driver.
Okay.
The allowances are taken care of.
Okay.
Yes. So you don't need to worry about the allowances or their lunch or anything like that.
Okay.
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 So that's 1. 2, I think I'm trying to get in touch with Kulundu so that we can afford the same security. I believe you agree to that.
Yes, I think that's fine.
Okay. And then I think it's very important that you go to the office. And then, of course, under those circumstances, should Chebukati attempt to chair any meeting, which includes you guys, you will have your meeting chaired by Cherera. He can have his meeting with
we can in the sphere of a room, court number 1, where they can follow the proceedings and continue assisting counsel who are in the plenary. We thank the media also for coming to stream the proceedings online to assist Kenyans and all people from all over the world who are watching and following these proceedings across Africa and across the world. Specifically, I want to thank the observers who have come to be part of this process to attest that we are all guided by the rule of law, constitutionalism, values that we all share across Africa and indeed in the Commonwealth and all over the world. And also to express the judicial solidarity for us, which is a core emblem which cuts across the border as we attempt to develop our jurisprudence and work together in the spirit of bilateralism and regionalism. We therefore welcome you to Kenya to these proceedings. Today, Council and parties, we are here for the pre-trial of the election petitions that were filed before us. As you are aware, 9 petitions were filed, and we received 25 preliminary issues in form of interlocutory applications. We have been able to dispose of all those preliminary issues and delivered rulings online, which I believe you are still reading and internalizing. After we dealt with the preliminaries, 2 petitions were struck out. Petition number petition number E006 and petition number E009 was struck out, and the rulings were delivered together with the media summary showing the reasons why they were struck out. So we are left with 7 petitions, and the court has considered the 7 petitions which emanate from the same presidential election, which was held on the 9th of August 2022. So upon perusing and considering the issues raised in the following petitions, E001, E002, E003, E004, E005, E007, and E008 of 2022, and the respondents thereto, we find that all those petitions raise similar issues and seek similar orders. Therefore, we order that petitions numbers E001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8 of 2022 be and are hereby consolidated with petition number E005 of 2022, which is designated as the RIND presidential election petition for 2022. The parties will therefore be, the ending of the matter will therefore read as Raila Odinga and Martha Karua will be the first petitioners. John Njoroge Kamau will be the second petitioner. Youth Advocacy Africa and Peter Kileka will be the third petitioner. Kerif Karifa, John Josewe, Ruth Mumbi, Grace Kamau, David Kariuki will be the fourth petitioner. Okia Mtata Okoiti, Nyakina Wycliffe Gisebe, Victor Okuna. John Maina will be the sixth petitioner. Julia Nyoka Bichege, Joseph Mutua Ndonga, Simon Mwaura Njenga will be the seventh petitioner. The respondents will be William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, the first and second respondents. IBC will be the third respondent. Then Mr. Wafula Chebukati, fourth respondent. Juliana Cherera, fifth respondent. Irene Masiti, sixth respondent. Justice Nyangaya, seventh respondent. Francis Wanderi, eighth respondent. Professor Gurie, ninth respondent. Boya Moru, 10th respondent. And the Attorney General will be the 11th respondent. From the rulings that we delivered, we have admitted Law Society of Kenya as amicus curiae or amici curiae with ICJ, Rubengo, Dr. Joseph Sabira, and Martin Milero. That is the order of the court for the consolidation of the matter. So the other issue that we are going to deal with this morning.
Bolt helps you move around, but when you move, you generate
199, 200.
Printings that were filed, the submissions, and all the documents that were filed. We have framed 9 issues that have been shared with you by now, I believe, but I'll read them out. The first issue is whether the technology deployed by IBC for the conduct of the 2022 general elections met the standards of integrity, verifiability, security, and transparency to guarantee accurate and verifiable results. Issue number 2, whether there was interference with the uploading and transmission of Forms 34A from the polling stations to the IBC public portal. Issue number 3, whether there was a difference between Forms 34As uploaded on the IBC public portal and Forms 34As received at the National Tallying Center and Forms 34As issued to the agents at the polling stations. Issue number 4, whether the postponement of gubernatorial elections in Kakamega and Mombasa counties, parliamentary elections in Kitui Rural, Kacheriba, Rongai, and Pokot South constituencies, and electoral wards in Nyaki West in North Imenti constituency, and Kwanjenga in Embakasi South constituency, resulted in voter suppression to the detriment of the petitioners in petition number E005 of 2022. Number 5, whether there were unexplained discrepancies between the votes cast for presidential candidates and other elective positions. Issue number 6, whether the IEBC carried out the verification, tallying, and declaration of results in accordance with the provisions of Article 138(3)(c) and 138(10) of the Constitution. Issue number 7, whether the declared President-elect attained 50% plus 1 vote of the votes cast in accordance with Article 138(4) of the Constitution. And number 8, whether there were irregularities and illegalities of such magnitude as to affect the final result of the presidential election. And finally, what reliefs and orders can this court grant or issue? Those were the issues that the court has come up with. Perhaps then we can proceed to the next area. Council present and parties, considering the constitutional time frame for determining the consolidated presidential election petition and the nature of the issues raised, as well as the COVID-19 pandemic, we have limited the number of advocates who can sit in the plenary as per the schedule that was shared with you this morning by the registrar of the court. For further clarity, been asked to clarify that parties have a right to representation of as many lawyers as they wish. The only reason we cannot accommodate everybody here is because of the limited space. We are still in the COVID-19 protocol that requires social distancing, and also because of security. However, on account of all these considerations, we have facilitated additional advocates to sit in courtroom number 1, where the proceedings will be streamed live. I will seek your indulgence on behalf of my brother and sister judges and cooperation in this regard. We have also shared a time allocation that is.
Mimi ningependa kuwashukuru kwamba mmetushika mkono jana. Ilikuwa ni ngumu. Sababu wale wengine walikuwa wamemwaga pesa hapa. Sindi mfanya uamuzi wa busara. Mngajua kiongozi mzuri ni Barasa. Tunawashukuru tayari kazi pamoja. Mimi kama yenu niko tayari kuanza kazi hapa. Tumeenda baada ya kuapishwa, Kakamega itakuwa tofauti. Maendeleo itapatikana kwa kila mtu. Tunataka kwamba mambo mazuri hapa yapatikane hapa Kakamega. Na yule mwingine namwambia ngoja 2032. Ndio kujaribu. Wakati huu Kakamega iko na mwenyewe. Na yule mwenyewe ni Barasa. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Fanye kazi pamoja.
Kakamega hoi! Leo tumefurahi sana kwa sababu IBC imeidhinisha gavana wa pili wa gatuzi la Kakamega ni Fernandes Barasa. Na uongozi mimi nasema it belongs to you people of Kakamega County. Kwa sababu mmefanya kazi nzuri sana. Leo tunatembea town tukishukuru kila mwana Kakamega kwa kunichagua kuwa gavana wa pili. Baadaye tutaelekea Matungu. Sawa sawa? Kwa hayo machache, Mungu awabariki sana.
Kakamega tauni tunaambiwa mjenga marafiki wasema